CIG just dropped a Behind the Ships Starlancer TAC edition, so let's talk about it and get hyped for MISC's first heavy-hitting offering into the world of combat-oriented gunboats. Before we get started, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you enjoy watching Star Citizen content, and hit the like button if you're trying to figure out what to do with all of your Star Kitten helmets. Welcome back everyone to ForgeCore Gaming. I'm your host Phoenix, and this is our first real look at the Starlancer TAC. Slated for its upcoming release during Invictus 2955, which will be held from May 15th to May 27th, 2025, the Starlancer TAC is the highly anticipated big brother to the Starlancer Max that first debuted during CitizenCon 2024. Using the Max as the base form for the TAC, this upgraded mil-spec version comes outfitted with a number of objective improvements. Namely, in addition to the 8 size 4 guns that come standard on the Max, the TAC will come with an additional 4 size 5 broadside guns courtesy of 2 dual size 5 man turrets located on the front lower segment of the ship. Furthermore, the TAC will be outfitted with a snub hangar bay designed to fit 1 Mirai Fury, but according to the ship designers could fit up to 2 Mirai Furies if your piloting skills are good enough. Personally, I'm not certain how much utility I'll get out of having a Fury on board, but it definitely is a more functional application or use of the space when opposed to the 4 large private crew cabins that used to occupy that very same space. Additionally, the TAC receives a huge value boost over the Max with the inclusion of 2 Tier 3 medical beds located near the midline of the ship, right around where the cargo bay catwalk would have been on the Max. On top of that, the area of the ship that was previously relegated to cargo on the belly of the Max has now been converted to a drop seat area where ground forces can rapidly deploy in an air-to-ground assault scenario. The utility of which is, of course, debatable, as there really aren't many actual cases in the game right now that would warrant carrying a dedicated ground crew. Perhaps that will change in the future as game features such as the Valacar or base building come out and encourage dedicated ground forces. Now, the replacement of the belly side cargo area does not leave the TAC wanting for storage, as it does maintain its rear dual-purpose cargo bay / garage, where you can fit several smaller sized vehicles in addition to up to 96 SCUs of cargo on the official grid. Of course, in the current state of the game, it's totally feasible to put cargo off-grid, though that does come with a slight risk of blowing yourself up if something should go wrong. One extra feature that is new to the TAC is the addition of rear-facing missile turrets that have been confirmed by CIG to be controlled by the ship co-pilot. Now, on the surface, this ship does seem a bit crew-heavy if you want all guns and turrets fully manned, which prior to this week left me scratching my head as to why someone would crew up a TAC rather than something larger like a Polaris. Given that the full requirements are technically 6 if you include the missile turrets, and this is before engineering, that would put you just 2 shy of pretty much full gunning the strongest capital ship currently in the game, which, as it stands, commands a vast advantage over a ship such as the TAC, or really anything else when it's fully crewed. However, recent updates and rumors, by way of loading screen lore text, suggest that AI blades are right around the corner, coming to the game possibly as early as May 15th, which would signal a huge value boost in something like the TAC that can install AI blades on at least 2 of its remote gun stations. There's no word as of yet if blades could be installed on the co-pilot seat to command the missile turret. With that said, it's realistic, should blades launch during Invictus, that the TAC could effectively be crewed by as little as 3 people, 4 if you want the missile turrets manned by a co-pilot who could also act as a part-time engineer. Which, let's be honest, a 4-man crew is much more feasible than a 7 or 8-man crew in the current state of the game. And with its overall upgun and shield buff, that gives it 2 times the shield over the Starlancer Max, putting it over 126,000 shield HP in a quadrant configuration. The Starlancer TAC could very well be a force to be reckoned with. In all honesty, I can see the price of the TAC going up near the $400 price point if CIG really wanted to capitalize on the timing of the release of AI blades, and I think people would still buy it there no problem, as there are definitely ships that are also in that price point that don't really warrant it. That's just my opinion though. The only downsides I really see for the TAC are the obvious general dislike for the lack of visible MFDs in the cockpit while flying, the slow speeds that will likely be very similar if not worse than the Max, what I suspect will be a pretty power-starved system if it has the same power plants as the Max, and I'll be honest here, the drop seats are still currently a waste of space for any ship. Personally, however, despite these downsides, I'm glad I bought one during CitizenCon, and I can't wait to get my hands on it when it comes out in just a couple short weeks. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to catch my full in-depth review of the TAC when it comes out during Invictus. Also, be sure to drop a comment with 07 if you're hyped to test out the TAC yourself. Let me know if you think it's an objective upgrade over the Max, or if you prefer the base model over this military-focused version. I'll go ahead and end the video here though. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you in the verse.